Hello everyone, so I'm back here again today to show you how to fix your arrow fletchings with duct tape. The reason we're using duct tape today, at least the reason I'm using duct tape, is that my backstop is a metal sheet that catches my arrows and it'll always mess up my fletchings. So it's kind of counterintuitive to use more expensive fletchings, especially if for some random reason I whiff and I hit beside my target. So I've been experimenting with duct tape. This is the kind of fletching I'm going to show you how to make today. It's a very simple fletching. It is a bit small, but they seem to be working well. Let me see. So it's roughly about 4 inches. And it leaves about an inch before the knock. I mostly eyeball my measurements with my tape. Currently I'm using this chrome duct tape. So the first thing we're going to do is take the duct tape off. I usually eyeball it around 4 inches. I lay it on the table. Then I move the arrow shaft into position. We don't want to put it in the middle of the tape. We want to kind of have it about an inch in the into the top layer of the tape. You don't have to be too precise with where the knocking point is. However, you do want to make sure you pull your knocking point up enough. It's somewhere about a half of an inch before the gold tip knock I have. I say gold tip, but like the gold flaring. Then we're going to wrap the tape around carefully. And then all we have to do is pinch the ends together. This is probably the most tedious part. And it doesn't have to be too perfect. Like if you have a wraparound like this, usually what I do is I'll just, let's say you had a little lanyard there, you just come through and pinch it down. Again, this is just to repair a broken arrow fletching, especially like the plastic vanes that always seem to kind of get eaten up by your bow. Like for example, I have a bow with a shelf on it, like an arrow rest shelf, and my vanes will constantly get tore up by that. Not to the extent where they're too damaged, but damaged enough to be a problem. Then you just take a little sliver of tape, like yay so, and you're just going to go ahead and put it right next to the starting of the vane, and then you're just going to pull it tight and wrap it around. This is naturally going to make the arrow twist, or like the arrow fletching twist. So then you end up with something like this. This one's a little off because like I didn't pinch it in a way where they're both kind of parallel, but it shouldn't matter too much. I can always fix it, like redo it, because it's just so simple. Before I was, let's see, using 2 strands of tape to make my, let's see, arrow fletchings. But those were so thick that whenever it'd shoot off my bow, it hit my hand and almost cut into my hand. And I guess it's the way I had my fletchings angled vertically versus having them horizontal. But even if they were horizontal, they hit the bow and then veer off course. So again, we're just going to take another 3.5, 4-inch, let's see, piece of tape and just line it up best we can. This arrow is a little bit different because it's a different arrow, so I have to watch where I'm putting it. That way I put it in the same exact spot for the most part. And one thing you got to be careful about whenever you're making your duct tape fletchings like this is keeping them straight along the tape versus at an angle. Like right here, there's a slight angle. So I'm going to try and fix that without getting stuck. Let's see. There we go. And then again, like I said, you're just going to pinch your tape. You want to leave enough room where you have like a little gap for your other vein. And then you're just going to roll your tape over into the other piece. Straighten it out. Straighten this side out. And again, it doesn't have to be perfect. This is just the easiest way I've seen to do duct tape arrows, where you're using the least amount of tape. And it's simpler than having to go back over the tape and cut it to shape, only for the tape to inevitably, oops, I tore off too much tape there, inevitably have to redo them whenever they get messed up. Again, this process works for me. This is what I found that works. Here in a little while, I'll have to take y'all outside and show you how they shoot. Because I've had success with making 3 of these like this, which led me to believe that it'll probably work for the remainder. But yeah, so there's our next one. It's a tad bit short, but it gives enough to give stability from my understanding. So I'm going to go ahead and do the rest of these arrows, and then I'm going to take them outside and show you how they work. So we're out here at a distance of 15 yards. I'm going to be shooting at my target with these duct tape arrows. Let's see how they fly. They do kind of hit low. I'm tempted to aim higher, but I don't want to aim higher. remember, everyone, form is everything. If something's off, something's off. Oh, there you have it. Those were my 11 arrows. Let's go see the damage. Now, mind you, these were already out of commission arrows that I had to fix. So, yeah. Not great, but not bad either. Say, a lot of them were hitting to the right, but I think that's just because of my form. I'll admit I haven't been out here shooting arrows in a few days. But yeah, say, y'all have a wonderful day. Thank you for watching my tutorial. Bye.